So if you notice, the first question was from Carson was, what should I do? Should I take the existing leads and try to maximize those, or should I, continue my marketing and get the low-hanging fruit? Well, and what I said is continue marketing, go after the low-hanging fruit. But down payment arbitrage, if it was a normal market, then I would say to him, I'd say, understand and learn down payment arbitrage in detail, and then go after those leads, and you could probably do another, 20 to 30% in down payment arbitrage. But, keyword but here, we're in a different world, and the world is that 40 million people are unemployed. Last month in April was the highest spike in mortgage defaults, I believe, don't quote me, in history, right? Even larger than 2008. Mortgage defaults, millions and millions of mortgage defaults. And in May, I think it's going to be higher. And in June, I think it's going to be even higher, right? Even though we've had a jump in jobs, I think it's going to be even higher. But the jobs, there's a 2 million increase in jobs. So now what? We have 38 million unemployed. So the bottom line is that if you do the math and you look at the timeline, right, it takes about 90 days for a property to go into default, where it's in a default situation, and another 90 days for it actually to go to trustee sale or foreclosure, and about another 30 to 60 days before those houses hit the market. So we have about 6, 7, 8 months before we're going to have an influx of properties hitting the market that are in distress. Now, you are in the right place at the right time. You have learned with Remote Millions the perfect business model to essentially profit from, I believe, one of the biggest real estate market crashes that's going to happen, I believe, even potentially bigger than 2008. Meaning the wave of foreclosures, the distressed properties that's going to happen is going to be astronomical. And what does that mean for you? That means you position yourself correctly, you understand how to do this business, you can get in front of that trend and that wave and literally make a fortune. That's why I right now am hiring, ramping, adding team members, positioning, because it's already come. Our leads are coming in like crazy. We're getting deals. We got another deal in California, a $600,000 house that's a seller just give me $180,000. It's inherited, it's distressed, we just want to get rid of it. Give me $108,000, it's yours. It's a $600,000 house. 600, right? So it's going to happen. Deals are coming in right now that are unheard of. Leads are going to be coming in like crazy. What does that mean for you? It means that this massive tsunami of distressed properties are coming into the marketplace right in the next 6 to 8 months. And if you can grasp what I'm talking about, implement what I'm talking about, and position yourself correctly, literally there's an absolute windfall that will be made by a handful or a group of real estate wholesalers across the country that are going to provide a service to distressed sellers that want out of their houses ASAP. They don't want to list it. They don't want to fix it up. They don't want to wait, 60, 90, 120 days. They don't want to, have to clean up the whole house and fix it all up and get it show ready for a realtor. They don't want to do that. They want to talk to somebody. They want to get an offer. They want to sell their house. They want to get it closed in a timely fashion, and they want to get it done without any hassle. That is the service we provide, and that is where if you position yourself in this massive flux, this wave of foreclosures that is about to happen, then we're talking life-changing money. I'm talking tens of millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars, that I'm positioning for, right? Now, what happens after the residential real estate crash? Well, right behind it's going to be the commercial real estate crash, meaning there will be a commercial real estate crash right behind it. Now, think about this. All these workers and all these companies, even Starbucks right now, Starbucks came out today and said they are rethinking their real estate strategy for all of their Starbucks. Think about that. That means they're thinking about, instead of having large Starbucks where you can go in and sit down and do all this stuff, they're probably just going to have like little, have you seen of Dutch Bros or these little, tiny coffee? But they're going to have those in New York City where they'll just be little small and you walk up to a window and you grab a coffee, right? That's what they'll be. And guess what? Their rents will be significantly less and it will skyrocket their profits, and their staff could be even less. They could still have all the stuff in back. They could have everything drive through and they could have everything walk up. And what would that do to the commercial real estate market? What would it do to commercial real estate market of all the employers like myself? Look, I'm sitting in a 4,500 square foot office, and my entire team is working remote right now. I've got one guy in the office over there. I got my video guy over there. My entire acquisition team and my entire disposition team are working remote right now, right? They're working remote. I give them quotas, right? If they don't hit their quota, then they have to report daily on what they've done for the day, how many people they spoke to, how many offers they made. If they don't make their quota after the second week, now they're coming back in the office and they have to be micromanaged because they're not hitting their goals. So that being said, that's how I'm managing my team. And so for all these companies that are realizing, hey, we don't need these big office spaces, people can work from home, right? They can work from home. So now what they're going to do is they're going to abandon these large office buildings, and what's going to happen is the commercial market is going to collapse, right? That means like the owner of this huge office complex I'm in right here. It's like they have office and restaurants and all sorts of stuff right here. But think about this: if everyone starts abandoning and takes off all the office buildings in here because they don't need them because everyone's working remote, right? Why pay, $50,000-$60,000 a year when you can put that in your pocket? You have your team work remote, and you could meet, well, you can't meet at a Starbucks, right? Because they're going to change their business model. But you could figure it out, right? Or have a much smaller office where your team could meet once a week or something like that. So it's about to happen. It's going to happen. And you guys are in the right place at the right time.